First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Ryan Wu. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And ball one. And down on strikes. And there's one away. Down the number 2 hitter, Max Schumann. First pitch swinging.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. High in the air, out to right. Judge sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Seeing the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That one felt good, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
So 2 away with nobody on. This is J.J. Bleday. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a ground ball, and he can't come up with it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back in New York. And today's starting pitcher, Osvaldo Bido. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Just missed.
That's the ball.
that one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. His second home run of the series. It's 1-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And a big swing and a miss.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Juan Soto. Made history yesterday with a 4-homer game, and to give you some perspective, that's more rare than a perfect game. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jackson Merrill.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Bryce Harper. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The throw in, but it's offline, and they take a 2-run lead.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
One down. And next for New York, Francisco Lindor.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Jones sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two outs. And that one is inside ball 1.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Jackson Merrill on deck for the Yankees.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. New inning getting started, and now here's the A's catcher, Kyle McCann. Woo back to work. Line drive, base hit down the line. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
No balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge. And there's one down.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ground ball right side. Over to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 3 and the A's 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second, and here is Jackson Merrill.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Inside, now 2-0. That clips a corner. Swing and a foul out of play. And now it's 3-2. And down on strikes he goes, and there's one down.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And the batter now, Brenton Doyle.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fans adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And that one fouled off. Off the mark there.
Ball.
And it's a ball and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This
1 and 2
strong
is the
second
count.
inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And there's a ball. Next pitch misses inside, and the count's full. Jose Ramirez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Outside,
That's
and that is ball
Take your
4.
base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's
Now
the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. Next to hit, Juan Soto. That one ripped. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. 3rd inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back.
Leading off
And
for
struggles
the
at the
A's,
plate
the
in
right
this
fielder,
series as we take a look at the numbers.
Jones.
And it's fouled away. Jones in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they traded for him earlier this year. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Johnny Pareda stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So the batting order turns over. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next pitch misses way outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
And that's down and away.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Max Schumann.
Now the third baseman, Max Schumann. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Geloff, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slider clips the corner. This one high in the air to left center. Doyle under it. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's 1. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That one way inside.
Two. Ball. 2-2.
Judge waits. Center field. Jones under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman,
Here's Harper now. RBI single his last time up. And first offering is fouled off. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mitch Spence up and throwing. Murdoch warming up as well. That one missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
And that's outside. And now 3-1. Yainer Diaz waiting to hit for the Yankees. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Osvaldo Bido done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Mitch
A's.
Spence on to pitch here.
Number 28.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So 2 down, and now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz struck out swinging his first time, and that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. On the ground out to short. Wilson. They get the force. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Rooker.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Up the middle. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, J.J. Bleday. Grounded out his first time up. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle McCann.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Kyle McCann. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play, that's an infield single.
Up next for the A's, the left fielder, Miguel.
Runner at first with 2 away. Miguel Andujar, the next to hit. Going away.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Struck him out looking. The A's strand 1. They're down here 5-1. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the
the
league.
center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
That misses the zone. 2-1. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. Struck out swinging his first time. That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. And it's gone. He made him pay for that one. His 11th of the year, and they add on. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Ball. One ball,
out,
2 strikes.
base is empty and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside. Ball. And it's 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Huntsman.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And he's gone yard again. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 7-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he has really seen the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Juan Soto now on the corner for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. They go back-to-back. Home run number 60 on the year. It's 8-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Two down, bases empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Way
2-1.
inside, gets out of the way.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
On the ground, right side. Off balance throw in time. And that is the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Yankees 8 and the A's 1. Back in the Bronx, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Woo, back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one ripped, but foul. That's a ball.
2-2.
Tried the sweeper. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder Spencer Jones.
And now it's going to be Spencer Jones. Just missed.
Outside. That's a ball.
The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. And strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Johnny Pareda. His first at bat was a strikeout. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. The A's go quietly. Nothing doing there for the A's. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Dylan
A's,
Floro comes on now.
Number 55.
He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Dylan Floro.
So Harper
Leading
stands
up
in.
for the Yankees,
1 for 2.
the first
He had an
baseman,
RBI base hit back in the first. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that misses. 1-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Missed with a changeup.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1. Harper on at first, nobody out. Line drive. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 8 and the A's 1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Zach Geloff. Geloff in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. Hit in the air, right field. Judge puts it away, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Man at first with 1 gone. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Doyle settles underneath it. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 33, J.J. Bleday.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Just missed.
1-0.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. See you later. He nails one out to right, and they're chipping away. It's 8-3.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
McCann in the box again. Takes the strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. 0-2 now. Cut on and lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Just
that
missed.
That's the ball.
Good slider down and in can be so fun to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul ball there. Misses.
That's the ball.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Now batting, left field.
So up next, Brenton Doyle. He's already homered in this game. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Base knock center field. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 13.
Jazz Chisholm
Second
Jr.
baseman,
now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And first offering is fouled off. Doyle at first, one gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again.
Nope.
There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back to second.
Now
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Now here is Jose Ramirez. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And that one sliced foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
That's the ball.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Just missed. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Run comes in from second. In there safely. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now it's Juan Soto. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
1-2.
Squirts away a little bit.
Nope, that's
In the
low.
dirt,
That's a ball.
blocked. That one
That's a ball.
misses. 3-2 down. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been
Now
something
batting,
that's
right
been part of his
fielder,
career
Aaron
since day one.
Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
No balls.
2
1 strike.
aboard, 2 outs. And ball 1 to Judge.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Off the plate inside, and the count is 3-1. Floro checks the runner. Ramirez back in on a dive. The pitch.
Foul ball.
On the ground, right side. Pareda steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 6 full. The Yankees 9 and the A's 3. Back here in New York,
Leading
all
off
set
with
for
the
the start of the
Athletics,
inning.
the left
Here's the
fielder,
left
number
fielder,
22,
Miguel
Miguel
Andujar.
Andujar.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jacob
Wilson getting ready to hit. There you see his May and June numbers so far.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Sliced hard but foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Out to center. Merrill on his way over. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Spencer Jones.
So digging in, Spencer Jones. That's in there. That's strike one. On Duhar, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. To the right side. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Next up for the A's, Johnny Pareda, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. The A's strand 1. Still way back, it's 9-3.
Now pitching for the
We're
Athletics.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michel Otonez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big
Leading
ERA.
for the
So
Yankees,
this is an important
the
outing
first
for him to
baseman,
get on the right track.
Bryce Harper.
Harper now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0 balls, 1
Just
strike.
not able to catch up to that velocity.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a ball lifted left field. On Duhar, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer
Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Next offering upstairs. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson up and loosening in the pen. Cruz getting cranked up as well. 2 outs. On the ground right side, and it kicks off the base. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that will end the inning. So the Yanks go in order, but they lead it 9-3. Welcome back to the ballpark
for the
as we
the
check
second
out the
baseman,
current playoff
Zach
picture.
Gallo.
Wu back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Wu still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding
Up
that
next for
high
the A's,
fastball.
the
It used to be
third
that
baseman,
a lot of pitchers didn't like
Matt
to throw
Schumann.
it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And that misses
that's
off the
outside.
outside edge. Next pitch is downstairs.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty.
0-2.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Doyle makes the play, and that is that. Back in the Bronx,
Leading off
out of the
for
bottom
the
of the
Yankees,
8th, and
the
now the
center
center
fielder,
fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Merrill.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Brenton Doyle a little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Merrill aboard here at first with nobody out.
One more, let's go.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And now 2-1. Line drive caught. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, went around, strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's inside, ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs.
Ball.
Pitch misses
2-1.
there. Ball 2. Inside, almost got him.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Bleday gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. We go to the ninth. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
On the mound now, D.J. Hurst.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Number 77, D.J. Hurst.
Ground ball to the
That's
right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Hurst measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
McCann, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying, pulls it in on the warning track.
The left fielder, number 22, Miguel.
The Athletics down to their last out. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
And there's one thing on the minds of these fans, and that's the sweep.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Late on that fastball. Hurst is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got it, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.